Hello, Esquire. How are you doing? Right now, you should be on the beach, relaxing, going to a concert, and enjoying your spring break, not worried about what's going on when it comes to any of your classes. Okay. So, ultimately, what I'm trying to say is please make sure you take some of this spring break to rest, recuperate. Okay, y'all. Um, Understand that the campus is closed. Correspondence through email. Um, I won't be doing any correspondence really because the university is actually down. I wanted to hop on to leave this message to remind you all to breathe. Okay, all is well. All right. So, of course, this message is intended for both my online, fully online W course and also my mixed module course that has a portion of being in person, entertainment law and ethics class. Okay. You should notice now that all your assignments, including your term projects, are all available for you to work on. This does not mean that you have to work on them during your break. In fact, I want you to breathe, okay, and enjoy yourself on your break. You should not have any assignments showing as due this week because it's spring break, okay? Your assignments will be due on Sunday, okay? That should be the 22nd. And so, pretty much how that's gonna look, you have a discussion post, which is actually extra credit. Make sure you go back and read your course syllabus for stipulations regarding that assignment, because simply all you have to do is post to get your extra credit points for that. You would have your case brief. Your case briefs that's usually due on Mondays, which was yesterday. It's not due until Sunday. Okay. So all your assignments should be due on Sunday by 11:59, regardless if you're in my online course, okay, or if you're in the physical class. Okay. So just know that. If you are at a standstill and you're like, well, I don't know if I'm going to stay in Professor Word's class or if I'm going to withdraw, remember your withdrawal deadline is April 3rd. Okay, so make sure that you reach out and you're speaking with your academic advisor. Prior to going to see your academic advisor, do a little bit of your due diligence yourself, because now you have access to all of your assignments for the duration of the semester. You can play around with numbers, okay? And so you can put in what if, and this is by going to your grades page. You can put in, what if I get a 70% on my term paper? Will I still be able to get an A or a B? And of course, you need a C, as this is one of your core classes within the degree program. So a C minus will not work when it comes to passing this class. You need a C at least. What's beautiful is, of course, we have the extra credit, which the extra credit you've been experiencing throughout the entire semester. For those of you who have completed their presentation, whether it was online or in person, you will notice your grade increased once your presentation is shown, because you get, for those who are online, your presentation also works as your attendance. So you show up, you do your presentation, you're at least getting that 100% there, and you fulfilling your case brief portions. When it comes to your presentation, you not only get your full points, but you get an additional point of extra credit onto your highest quiz score. So some of you have already, been receiving that extra credit that's been happening throughout the semester. You will have, like I told you, you have your discussion 7 that also acts as an extra credit point. But then you also have your last bit of extra credit, which is the SPI submission, okay? And so pretty much your SPIs, or your student perception, is released by the university. I don't have control of when it's released or when it closes. However, for my class, in order for me to get your grades into the system, and so being efficient and effective is what I'm all about, you would have to have that in by April 19th, okay, by 11:59 p.m. And then the next day I would go ahead and put in that extra credit, dropping your lowest quiz score, so on and so forth. But other than that, you wouldn't believe how much that impacts, how much that helps with your grade by dropping your lowest quiz. That being said, just be mindful of making sure you turn in all your assignments and by their due dates, because I have just like, you have such a strict program. I have, because of the amount of students I have and the amount of assignments that you have to turn in, I have to pace myself accordingly to get those grades in. You will notice that all your grades should be in the system now. All your grades should be in the system. Um, so make sure that, you're reaching out to me if you are going through a traumatic event, something is happening, and that you get the proper documentation to me. That way I can plan accordingly. Because just like you have, events, there's multiple students who are going through so much, who I'm so grateful that you reached out to me to let me know. That way we can work on a plan for a success plan, all right? But if I don't know, I'm not able to do anything about it. So please make sure, if anything happens, you're reaching out to me. When it comes to your assignments, extensions, due dates, it's within the 3 days of when the due date was set for the assignment. I need to have not only your doctor's note, but I also need to have your assignment as well within like those 3 additional days. I plan that accordingly. That being said, do the what ifs to see if you need to withdraw, play around with your grades, and ultimately enjoy your break, okay? If you feel as though it's like, oh man, I didn't do the best on said assignment, it's okay, all right? You're going to be more than okay. Just continue to push through. Try your best. You know my expectations now, and that's why all your assignments are open now. I used to open all the assignments at the beginning of the semester, or close to, like a week or two in, but I noticed that more students would go and they would complete assignments and turn them in, and then they're not, meeting the expectations or the requirements and the criteria that's been placed. So now everyone should know what my expectations are. You've gotten the notes on said assignments. Make sure you're applying those notes, okay? Other than that, enjoy your break. Make sure that you're drinking your water, eating good, and know that you got this. I know it's been a rough semester, y'all. If anything, y'all know from my previous mental health videos, it has been something within itself on this end. But we're here, we're breathing, we're doing it. Make sure you're taking care of your body. Go see your mental health counselors. Look into those 3 free sessions that you get with UCF. Uh, please take care of all of you, not just the portion that we see, okay? And enjoy this break, okay? I'll talk to y'all soon. Have the best day. Enjoy, enjoy.